Hey everybody, let's talk about naming compounds, and we'll start out with naming covalent compounds. This right here, CO2, if we drew the Lewis structure, we'll have C double bonded to O and O right there, and you'll see that there's one carbon for every two oxygens. Covalent compounds happen between two nonmetals. They both have very similar electronegativity, so they share electrons because they both want to keep them. So when you have two nonmetals, it's a covalent compound. And what you have to do when you have covalent compounds is say how many of each type of atom you have. Because you could have something like CO and CO2. You might know the names of these because you've met them before. This is carbon. And how many oxygens are there? There's one, so you use the prefix, mono, and you put together the name of the oxygen, oxygen. But what you do is that when they're in a compound, you change the last letter to "ide." So this is carbon monoxide. Notice how chemists are lazy. We didn't say that there's one carbon, one oxygen. Sorry, we did say that there's one oxygen, but we didn't say that there's only one. If the first one's only one, we're just going to be lazy. Call it carbon monoxide. Same rules here for CO2. CO2, the name is going to be carbon. And how many oxygens do we have? We'll do it like Dora the Explorer. That's right, Diego. Carbon 2. And the prefix is dioxide. Okay, carbon dioxide. So that's how you name these things. What you do is you say the first compound. If there's only one, you name it, you name the atom, and then the second one, you say how many there are, and you add the "ide" to it. Another molecule that you might be familiar with is this one right here, which is, look at me testing the markers. H2O, also known as water, 80% of you. It's very important. The way we call this, the actual technical name for water is there are two hydrogens and one oxygen. So we say dihydrogen monoxide. So two hydrogens, one oxygen. Okay, and just check the chart of all the prefixes. It's one is mono, then di, then tri, then tetra, then penta, then hexa, and then it keeps going. So check that out. Okay.